Hi friends, hope you all are all fine, fit and doing good. As you all know, Ubuntu is gearing up for new LTS release next year by the time of April 2026, and Ubuntu is releasing the interim release for the next LTS operating system. Last April 2025, Ubuntu released 2504 with the codename Plucky Puffin, and it was support at the end of Jan 2026. Now in this month, October 2025, Ubuntu has released Ubuntu 25.10 with the codename Questing Quokka, and the support will be ending on July 2026. This will be the final interim version. So next it will be the final LTS version 2604. Ubuntu has made a big changes in this Ubuntu version 25.10. So as you all know, Ubuntu continues to be one of the most popular Linux distribution worldwide. It is used by everyone from complete beginners to the experts, system administrators managing enterprise servers. Now in Ubuntu 25.10, it's the second and final interim release before the Ubuntu 2604 LTS lands in April 2026. This release introduced substantial changes, and while we are already know what all the changes that has been done. So in this release, the Ubuntu 25.10 is shipped with Linux kernel 6.17, which bring extensive hardware support, improves across multiple platforms. So it will receive 9 months of support till end of July 2026. If you need long-term stable version, you have to install Ubuntu 2404. So let me show you the process how to install it. While it goes, I will share you the inputs about the new operating system. So foremost, we will try to make a bootable disk. To do that, open Google and type Rufus download. You can straight away click the first link and you can download this tool. So this is a direct executable file. Once you are downloaded, you can open this downloadable executable file. I will show you. So this is the interface for Rufus. So I have already downloaded the new version 25.10. So if you are not aware, so you need to go for Ubuntu 25.10 download, hit enter. So you can click the first link. So here you will be having the images, desktop image and server image. Desktop image is a GUI, server image will be having only the CLI. So you need to download it. I have already downloaded this file and you can see here it's Ubuntu 25.1. So this month in October it has been released a stable version of the interim release. So let me open Rufus and let me make a bootable device. With this Rufus you can make a bootable device and you can plug in this USB device to any of the physical machine, laptop or server or the desktop, and you can install it. So I will show you how to do it. So first we need to select the image. So let me select Ubuntu 25.10 desktop ISO. So I have inserted the 8 GB memory in my laptop. So it's all good to go. So you can see here it's Ubuntu 25.10. So hit start. So keep in mind whatever the data is there in the pen drive, it will be formatted. So it's better to keep a backup of it. So hit OK. As you can see, it's giving an error message that it will be all the data will be formatted in this pen drive. You will be destroyed. To continue, hit OK. Click OK. So as you can see, the process has been started. So it's now creating file system. So hardly it may take around 10 minutes. As you can see, it started creating the bootable device now. As you can see, copying ISO file. So by the time it creates a bootable device, I will show you how to create a virtual machine in the VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox. So to do that, we will give a name Ubuntu 25.10 and let the default folder will be the same and select the image. So we will select the image now, go to others. So we have it in the document Ubuntu 25.10. So keep in mind, checkbox this one, skip unintended installation. If you will not check the skip unintended installation, the installation will be complete automatically without intervention and username password will be taken in the end. So for the manual installation, give the checkbox and hit next. And by the default it's taking 2 GB. So I am telling you, so 2 GB is not sufficient. If you are installing with of 2 GB of base memory, it will give you an error, it will not install. So let us give the 4 GB and let us give the processor as 2 cores. So I am giving 4 GB as base memory. So if you give 2 GB, it will not get installed, it requires minimum 4 GB. So I will show you what's the hardware requirement for it once it's started to install. Hit next. So by default it's taking 25 GB, let it be 25 GB, hit next. So as you can review all the parameters, it's 25.10 and I've given 4 GB as base memory and processor of 2 cores and disk space is 25 GB. Hit finish. As you can see, our virtual machine settings has been configured. Now hit start. Now it's powering up. So by the time I will show you what's the minimum requirement for 25.10. Minimum hardware requirement for Ubuntu 25.10. Do watch this video completely. So I will be showing you each and every step. I will not be missing out any error message or any alert or any settings which you will be missing out. So I have seen many users, many YouTube videos has there, so they are just skipping the entire process and they are showing you the end screen. So I am afraid that you might be encountering some issues while installing it. So that's the reason I am showing you the whole process. Please bear some time with me. So as you can see, I have clearly mentioned it's 2 gigahertz and dual core processor, 4 GB of RAM and virtual installs. So it's 25 GB of minimum space. As you can see the creating bootable USB, the process is around 24%. So let me go to the VirtualBox. Let me enlarge it for you. As you can see, the screen size is small. So to do that, go to view, click scale mode, hit switch. Now you can see it has been, you can see the virtual box in full screen. So this error message you are getting because you are running this virtual machine and there is no graphic card, so that's the reason it's giving an alert. So give some time, some 10 to 15 seconds or 1 minute, this error screen will be gone. So as you can see, I am able to see the Ubuntu 25.10 main screen. Sorry. So this is a live image. You can check this operating system without installing as well. So as you can see here, now our aim is to install it. Here you are able to see install Ubuntu 25.10. Now we are about to install Ubuntu 24.10. Without installing also you can use this and try this operating system, but keep in mind what all the data will be saved will be destroyed once the machine is rebooted. So just this live machine is only good to just have a walkthrough of this operating system. So in this scenario we are installing Ubuntu 25.10. So it's showing preparing Ubuntu. By the time it starts, I will share you some of the important aspects of this operating system. On this desktop environment front, this Ubuntu release ships with GNOME 49. GNOME 49 is the latest version of GNOME. The lock screen is now include media controls, like how we are using in mobiles, letting us play, pause and skip tracks without unlocking the system. Track info and thumbnails appear up there too. Quick setting ads for monitor. Yeah, as you can see, the installation has been started. So let me start with the installation. Once it's starting to install, I will share you what all the changes you will be seeing in Ubuntu 25.10. So now it's asking to select the language. Choose your language. Let us select English and hit next. So now you can see here, this is all new screens of installation of 25.10. So accessibility in Ubuntu. Customize Ubuntu to your needs before you set up. You can change this later in the settings. So just skip and hit next. It's asking to select the keyboard language. Hit select English and hit next. As you can see, you can set up the wired connection as well. As you can select I don't have connection right now, so we will select I do not connect to the internet, because once I am connect to the internet it will start updating the operating system automatically, so it will, the video length will be a bit more. So right now I will just go for do not connect to the internet. Hit next. So you can see here how would you like to install Ubuntu. So it's asking interactive installation and automatic file installation file. If you have an M file and have all the parameters in place, and in M file you have already have all the settings you require with all the default settings or your customized settings, you can go for automatic file. So that requires some bit of programming and the script you need to be written. So now we are going for interactive installation as we are doing a fresh installation. Hit next. So as you can see here, now it is asking what apps would you like to install to start with. So we'll go for the default selection, this essential web browsers and basic utilities. If you want to go for extended selection, you can go as well the offline friendly selection for office tools, utilities and web browsers. Later on also you can install the office tools like LibreOffice or OpenOffice or anything whichever you like. So right now we will go for default selection, hit next. So if you want to install recommended proprietary softwares. So install third-party software, graphics or Wi-Fi hardware. If you have NVIDIA graphic card which you have the driver, you can install it. Download and install the additional media formats. If you want, you can install it. When you are using the server as a permanent or you are hardening the server, then you can use and you can install support and additional media formats. So this thing we have to do it. But right now we are just installing it as a fresh. So we'll hit next. So let me show you how much is the Rufus. Rufus is around 64%. Let it finish. I will show you the next what I have to do. So now it's asking erase disk and install Ubuntu. With this, what happens is what all the disk space we have selected will be formatted and the file extensions will be copied and installed in Ubuntu. So if you want to install manual install, you can specify the memory of root, swap memory, root, home, everything you can do it manually. If you are doing it as a erase disk and install Ubuntu by default it selects what all the memory it requires to install like swap, home, root and all. So we'll do the basic installation. So hit next. So now it's asking encryption, encrypt with passphrases or no encryption. So this is the new options, we are getting it in a passphrase or the encryption. So as we are using a genome 49, so hit no encryption, you can do the encryption later on also. So now it's asking to create a user. So we will take as a user, we'll type the name data 123, just give a random name. Your computer name will be data 123. So let me give for understanding, basic understanding, let me give data 123 as well. So now it's asking for username. So let me give the username as data. Password, just give the basic one as we are just trying it out. So it's asked for require my password to log in. If you checkbox uncheck this one, so the machine will be logged in automatically. So in our case, we will see the authentication process. Hit next. So let us select the region. So let's say India. Next. So as you can review it all here, so we are creating it in a SDA1 and the format will be ext4. So erase disk and install Ubuntu. Applications default selection, hit install. So now it's starting to copy files. So I'm installing it in a Oracle VirtualBox. So let us go to the Rufus and we will see how much it is. So it is in 75%. So let me, by this copying, you can view this also here by clicking this, what all the applications it is installing and what it is doing it in the background. So you can review this screen if you want to know more about installation process. So now you can see here Ubuntu subcommunity logs, you can see the logs. It will be changing randomly as the process goes. So if you don't want to see this screen, you can click here and you can see here all the introduction of this operating system. So let me give you a quick glance of these operating systems, then we will go for the Rufus. So as I told you earlier, this desktop environment will be shipping with Genome 49. We'll be having a new fonts. Lock screen includes media controls, I have already said you earlier. And another major change is here is to replacement of sudo with sudo-rs, a Rust-based implementation. This eliminates memory safety vulnerability while improving the security of privileges escalation on Linux. So the switch brings better error handling with clear error message and easier to maintain code base. Classic sudo remains available in the repository for compatibility, but new installation default to sudo rs. So you can do it sudo also, you can use sudo. Similarly, Petsys replaced Genome terminal as the default terminal emulator. So Loop becomes the default image viewer by replacing I of Genome. So other changes and improvements, if you want me to count down, the new wallpapers arrives from the community computation covering categories like mascot, digital art and photography. Firefox gets updated to the newer version 143 while LibreOffice jumps to 25.8 with the newer version. Audacity is also available with 3.7.1 and GIMP is of 3.1.2 or then apt will be shipping with 3.1.6 is included with Ubuntu. So the whole range of Ubuntu flavors are available with this new update. So you can use Xubuntu, Kubuntu, and Lubuntu, and Linux Mate also it's available. So this is all I will show you once the installation has been completed. So now I will show you the Rufus. So once the Rufus made this bootable USB drive, it shows close. So once it is done, you can take this pen drive and you can insert to your laptop or your machine or your server and go to the BIOS and change the bootable option as USB and restart the machine. And or you can hit with, you can, as you all I can say you, it's going to BIOS goes to the different manufacturer like F2, Dell, F11. You can try any key and go to the BIOS and you can install it. Go to the BIOS and you can change the boot options as USB. First boot device is USB, or else some machines goes with pop-up boot device. You can hit F11 or F10 or F2. So you can select and you can select USB drive and hit enter. Then you can start the installation process. And once it start the installation process, the same process what I showed you in creating a virtual machine, you will be seeing the same process. So let me fast forward the video now to save some time, and I will get back to you once it's done. So keep you just watch the video completely so that you will not miss out any step, and if you stuck up in any error message, then you will be in trouble. So let's watch the complete video. Please do watch the complete video. Thank you for your patience, friends. So as you can see, the Rufus has completed making the bootable USB drive, and you can see here it's ready. So you can hit close by going to the file explorer. You can see here I have created the bootable device with 8 GB of memory, and if I want to explore this, you can see here I have done the bootable device USB with the Rufus. So you can use this machine to, you can use this bootable USB to insert it to any laptop or servers or desktop to install this operating system. So let me fast forward this video now and we will see. If I get any important message to share with you, I will get back to you. Please do watch the video completely. Hi friends, welcome back. Thank you for your patience. Now as you have seen the complete process of installation, now the installation has been completed. Now you can see here Ubuntu 25.10 is installed and ready to use. Now it's asking to restart. Hit restart now. So the machine will get restart once. This is the stable version of Ubuntu 25.10 interim release. So by then April 2026 we will be able to see the LTS version. Now it's asking to remove the installation media. So if you are using any laptop or desktop, any server, remove the USB from the machine and hit enter. So now the machine is getting rebooted. Installation doesn't took any long time. This is a virtual machine. This took a bit long. So in a physical laptop or desktop or server, this may not take any much time. This is a very user-friendly operating system. You can install any tools later on. Going to the software center, you can install it. I will show you how to install and how to go to this one. So it's asking for the password. Let me give the password and hit enter. So it's logging in for the first time. As you can see, the new wallpaper of 25.10. So now it's asking welcome to Ubuntu 25.10. Complete your setup. As you can see, 2 new available update also has been there. You can update it later on. I will show you how to update it. Nothing to worry about. Hit next. Now it's asking share your data with Ubuntu. Let us select no, don't share my data. Hit next. Now you can see get started with more apps. You can go for the app center. You can install any applications you want. So that's it. Now let me start with the basic settings. You can go here, you can see install now. The updates what pop up which we saw it here. So it's showing install now, 2 updates, show notifications. So if I'm clicking here, you can see all the round edges panel. So you can see the battery health. You can take the snapshot. You can go to settings from here. You can lock your machines. You can restart or you can shut down your machines. This is the volume. So this is the wide connection. You can go for dark style or dark theme. You can see here the theme has been changed. So you can go for balancing power. This will be useful for the laptops if you are having any laptop, and you can use it. So do not desktop. So if you want, you can go for wired or wireless networks. So let me go to the settings. So this is the settings page of it. So you can see now here it's connected with 100 Gbps. This is the Wi-Fi connection. So network, Bluetooth, you can pair any Bluetooth, you can turn it on and you can pair it. So if you go to display, You can see here the orientation is landscape and scale is this one. So sound, you can see here output, balance, input. So if you go to power, you can see it's charged. So if you want a balanced one, you can go. If you want to have power saver, you can also use it. But the performance will be bit reduced, but not noticeable, but it will be bit reduced. So if you want to go for multitasking, you can check whether if you go to this corner, you can change it. So appearance, you can go for default or dark mode. If you want to change the accent color, you can change it. You can see the new wallpapers. You can see the default wallpapers. If you want to add new wallpapers, you can add the wallpaper. So if you want to go for Ubuntu desktop, you can see here the size, all settings, you can change it over from here. The icon size, panel mode, you can see this position of the screen left. Now these all icons are in the left. If you change it to right, you can change it to right. So go for apps. You can see here by the default what all apps has been installed. By default, you are unable to see any Office. This one you can install it later on. You can go for OpenOffice or LibreOffice or Office, whichever you like. I prefer LibreOffice. You can use that. So App Center has installed, calculator, disk. If you want to go to disk, you can see here open. You can see the virtual machine which I have 26 GB. You can access and you can see here file system of 27 GB extension, size, everything is showing here. So close it. So if you want to go for notification, you can see here lock screen notification. Search, you can search any application from here. If you are going for well-being, you can see the screen time unavailable. If you are enabling it, you can see all applications has been took the much screen time of yours. So if you want to go for color management, you can calibrate it here. If you want to configure any printers, you can go here. Privacy and security, this is the most important part. So the lock screen location, I have turned it off. You also keep the location off for your privacy and security purpose. You can review each and everything, and whichever you are feels fishy, or if you don't want to share the data with, you can do it. So let me go to the system. You can see here it's time and date, users, it has default user. So if you want to go for users, you can see here, but the default one is data123 and the password which I have given. So if you want to go for add user, unlock this one and you can add user here. Go back and you can see here about. So it's Ubuntu 25.10. It's, if you want to go for system details, you can see here the genome version is 49 and it's a Oracle one, and the kernel is 6.17. So close this. Let me show you the terminal. Right click, open terminal. So the terminal looks like this. So if you want to install any application, go to App Center. You can see here which all apps you want, you can do it. Like let's say I want to install WhatsApp. Want to install WhatsApp. Let me write it properly. So it's WhatsApp. So you can see here WhatsApp from Linux, WhatsApp on desktop. If you want Opera, you can do it here. You can install it, Opera Beta. If you want to install Office, just write Libra. You can see here Libra Calc, Libra Writer, Libra Impress. You can install it. If you want to have different browser, let's say if you want Brave, select Brave and you can straight away you can install it. Most of the applications will be available in this app store. If you want the third party, you can install it. It's easy. So that's it. So if you want have future productivity, it has been categorized. If you want to see, you can see here Chromium, Brave, Firefox, Mail, LibreOffice, OpenOffice also available. So the good thing about App Center is what all the application updates you are getting it, you will be getting it in the notification and you can install it in the notification panel itself. Nothing to go to each and every app, and you can install the updates manually. So hope you like this video, and so the App Center is of this version. So this is a pretty open source operating system, very friendly. Whoever is using Windows also you can use this one. So hope you like this video and do watch my video completely. And if you have any questions, please do let me know. If you have any encountered any error or any error message, please let me know. If you need to improvise my speaking skills or presentation, just please let me know. Please do like, share, subscribe my videos, and please help me to grow my channel and give me confidence or help me to make such videos for you in the future also. Hope you like this video. Thank you for all your support, friends. Thank you.